Well, it's good news for a change, in the same way that we criticize the government when they get it wrong. On this occasion, we are saying, well done. Long overdue, but well done. The only thing that worries me at the moment is that whereas last evening the Chief Minister said that the project would also involve the construction of housing for rental, in today's statement he did not mention housing for rental, only 50-50, what we call low-cost housing. So that needs to be clarified, whether they intend to build housing for rental in that project or whether these will be placed elsewhere. Because there is a need for housing for rental. I mean, we've got lots of people who have been on the waiting list now for a number of years, particularly the A+ medical, the social cases, applicants who cannot possibly buy either in the open market or partake of the so-called low-cost housing. So these people need to be housed in government rental accommodation. So we need to know when these are going to be built, if they're going to be built in this project or elsewhere.
The Chief Minister, in his New Year message last night, did say that there will be rental homes. Today, on Gibraltar today, he said potentially some of the rental could be here. So it's not 100% clear whether the rental homes, which he has committed to, will be here. What will you be doing to get further clarification?
Well, it's up to him to clarify whether the homes for rental will be built here or whether they will be built elsewhere. Because at the moment, what he said is rather vague. It opens the door for him saying later on, no, but we never intended to build housing for rental in this area, but elsewhere. So this needs to be clarified as soon as possible.
And could you just remind our viewers, according to your estimates at Action for Housing, how many rental homes we'd need in Gibraltar to sort of relieve some of the lists that you've mentioned?
I think to get rid of the backlog, initially we would need something like 300 flats, because we're talking about the people who have been on the waiting list for a number of years, some of them 10, 11, 12, even 13 years. Elderly who are on the medical lists, who are on the social lists, and as I said before, who cannot afford to either rent in the private sector or partake of the so-called low-cost housing.